We are not the body. We are the spirit that animates the body. It is a vehicle for the soul. The self is a friend for him who masters himself by the self. But for him who is not self-mastered, the self is the cruelest foe. As rivers flow into the ocean, but cannot make the vast ocean overflow, so flow the streams of the sense world into the sea of peace that is the sage. One should lift up the self through the self, and one should not make the self sink. Only the self is friend to the self, and only the self is enemy to the self. Life pertaining to this world is in no way different from the spiritual. There is continuity and homogeneity in life in all its stages. The one who is unattached to external objects and is centered in the self is free from all grief. Those who are wise see the same in every being. They see no difference between the learned and the humble and the high. The supreme knowledge is that which has no beginning, which is infinite, and which is established in all beings. The knowledge of the eternal self is the greatest knowledge, for it leads to liberation from the cycle of birth and death. One who is devoted to their duty without attachment is the true devotee who serves the divine through their actions. As the seasons change, so do the experiences of life. The wise remain unaffected, like the mountains standing firm. True happiness is found within, in the stillness of the self, rather than in external possessions or circumstances. In the face of adversity, maintain your equanimity, for this is the hallmark of a wise and enlightened being. Those who have realized their own divine nature see the divine in all beings, recognizing the oneness of existence. The one who sees beyond the physical and perceives the underlying unity of all life is the true sage. Knowledge is like a lamp that dispels the darkness of ignorance. Seek it diligently and allow it to guide your actions. To act without attachment to the results is the essence of yoga. This is the path to true liberation. When you align your actions with your highest values, you experience inner peace and fulfillment. All beings are sustained by the divine. Recognize this truth and live in harmony with the flow of life. When you embrace the present moment, you open the door to infinite possibilities and experience the fullness of life. Each day is an opportunity to deepen your understanding of yourself and your connection to the universe. The eternal self is beyond all dualities. Recognize this truth and cultivate a sense of inner peace and stability. The wise man knows that true strength lies in humility and that the greatest victories are often won in silence. The greatest gift you can give to the world is to be true to yourself and live authentically. To him who wisely sees the Brahman with his scrolls and sanctities, the cow, the elephant, the unclean dog, the outcast gorging dog's meat are all one. Death is certain for the born. For the dead, rebirth is certain. Since both cannot be avoided, you have no reason for your sorrow. If the self exists separately from the world, that state is never the true state. One must become united. The wind is invisible, but its power can be felt. Likewise, truth is unseen, yet it can be felt. Truth resides deep within us. True yoga is not about losing oneself, but discovering oneself. That discovery happens through the soul's deep self. When one aligns with the will of the divine, anything becomes possible. It is not simply a disappearance, but a journey toward a greater consciousness. A true teacher guides us to discover our true self, and every pain we encounter along the way becomes an opportunity for growth. My purpose in this world is to realize my true nature, and through this, to help others also realize that truth. Life is painful and challenging, but within those challenges, we grow, transform, and move toward a higher consciousness. All beings are interconnected, and within this connection, we exist as one whole. This is the union of the soul. Anything that has been created must inevitably disappear. Yet, truth and the soul are eternal. Everything in the world is relative and bound to change in essence. However, the ultimate truth remains unchanging. No one can truly harm us. Our true nature is eternal and immutable. External forces cannot alter our essence. Pain is merely temporary, and transcending it is true freedom. By understanding and overcoming pain, we discover a deeper self. When we realize ourselves, we open a path where others too can realize themselves, bringing all into unity. Death is not an end, but a new beginning. We carry what we learn in each life to the next. True happiness comes not from external conditions, but from inner peace and harmony. Therefore, we must look within to find our true self. When we realize that everything is connected as one, we experience true peace. We are connected by love, and love unites us. This love is a power that transcends everything. By recognizing that I am connected to others, I gain a deeper understanding of the world. The Gita places human destiny entirely in human hands. Its world is not deterministic, but neither is it an expression of blind chance. We shape ourselves and our world by what we believe and act on, whether for good or for ill.